welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about pregnancy today and the 5 pros and cons. And just before we get started, I know my last video was just starting and it didn't have that many cool tech savvy stuff. I've been doing research for you guys, and for those who want to start their own channel, oh, that sounded wrong. Those who wanted to start their own channel, iMovie is great. Pocket Video is really good too, but it's kind of iffy. I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, do iMovie. It's very professional. But let's dive in. So the first pro to pregnancy is definitely the world is your oyster. People do anything for you. It's like you get a chance to put your feet up and call it a day. People would just be like, oh, she's pregnant. Oh, you don't have to do anything. I'm just like, thanks. You know, it's awesome. I honestly love it, and I'm always catered to in a way, not really, but yeah, that's me. And if you're the type that likes to do stuff, go for it. You're awesome. You're good to go. If you're one of those who are like independent and you kind of get a little itchy and start twitching when people want to do things for you, you might not like it, but for me it's definitely a pro. A second pro is definitely the glow up. I honestly can't tell, but people always tell me that I have like a nice pregnancy glow, but I've always looked like this, honestly. And speaking of that, I did my brows, a little bit of lip gloss, swoop the edges a little bit, and you're good. Like, this is why I'm just basic makeup and call it a day. But pretty much you look amazing to everyone. It's like, oh my gosh, you have a pregnancy glow, it's awesome. And I feel great, honestly, I really do. You kind of feel like you have a purpose, for me, and it just makes your day go well. Like, you just want to look good, and you just look good naturally, so you have a really nice glow. And I think what also contributes to the glow is drinking lots of water. It clears up your skin. It can honestly help you lose weight as well, but I mean, you will end up having to gain weight towards the last couple months of your pregnancy. I was gonna say semester. I've been doing that a lot. I just got out of school, but yeah. So the third thing is the anticipation. So I'm in my car, so you got people walking around. I'm just trying to find a good lighting, but listen, I got this from my mother-in-law, and just look, guys. Oh, when I saw this, I almost melted, just almost melted into tears, because this is just awesome, and you just get so amped and excited for what's to come with these outfits. And you have my car seat in the back, like, we're ready. I'm ready. I'm only 6 months, but shorty's in the back, ready to be buckled up and to look cute. And look at the little peach, you feel me? She about to look nice, glowing with this brown skin and this peach color. Listen, you just get so dang excited. And with the appointments as well, when you go with your spouse, or if you're single, it doesn't even matter, as long as you are happy with your choice. It's just amazing to see your child in there and growing, developing well and healthy. So that's just amazing. A fourth pro is just a profound appreciation of your mother and just women in general. Ever since I got pregnant, I was just like, wow, my mom went through all of this for me. And you know, as a woman, we know what's yet to come. You know, growing up, we all know, you know, there's puberty and there's pregnancy. If you want to go through pregnancy, we already know that that's the steps to come. But once you're actually in the shoes of a pregnant woman, it's like, wow, my mom did a lot for me and my brother. So it's time to just give her a little more respect. And it feels amazing. For me, I think this is a pro, because it just helps you understand the purpose of life. If your mom can do it, you can buckle down and go through all the pain, because someone who loved you dearly was willing to do it for you as well. So that's definitely a pro for me. And the last pro is definitely a stronger bond with your spouse, from going through the meetings together and looking at different things with baby registries, and just seeing the progression of your belly is just amazing. And Tom and I definitely have grown closer together because of that, and especially finding out that everything's healthy. I have enough amniotic fluids in my stomach. we're good to go. And the only thing that stressed me out with the amniotic fluids was that I just don't like drinking a lot of water. Like, I mean, I naturally do, but now you have to drink twice as much, and I feel like I'm drowning, honestly. And we recently found out that I'm healthy. The baby's healthy. She's growing fine. So it's just an amazing blessing, and it just helped us grow a little closer. I mean, we've already been close, but just having this bond between us with this child that we've made, it's just amazing. Words can't explain it. As for the cons, listen, I have a long list of cons, but I had to break it down to 5 because this video can't be too long for y'all, honestly. But I've been through a lot. I really have. And sorry if this video is shaking. I have a selfie stick. I'm trying. I got it in between my legs. It's clenching over here. But pretty much my first con are the symptoms. Honey, I've been through the worst. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I was throwing up every morning. It was a morning routine. Like, I knew as soon as I was gonna wake up, I was gonna start throwing up. And the worst part is that you have yellow bile, because you know you don't have much in your stomach, so you're pretty much throwing up the yellow bile that's supposed to be in your stomach to kind of help you out. So it was kind of a tough situation because you're throwing up yellow bile every morning. And I ended up losing like 10 pounds. I'm already a small girl, so I lost weight. I had nosebleeds. My gums were bleeding. Listen, I honestly wanted to throw the towel in. And that was why I had a profound appreciation for my mother, because listen, it was just really stressed me out. And she told me that she went through way worse than I did, and I'm over here complaining like a baby. I had it for pretty much all 5 months. I was throwing up. I still have a bloody nose in the morning sometimes, bloody gums sometimes. And honestly, I thought it was just my personal hygiene, but you know, online they say it's just your gums ends up bleeding. I can't even speak today, because your child is deprived of something. If it's deprived of enamel, it'll take some of that. If it's deprived of some calcium, it can actually extract some bones from you. And honestly, when I read that, I almost passed out. I was like, I'm literally at war with this child. Honestly, it really stressed me out. Lots of peeing, because you know I have to drink a lot of fluid. So keep the bathroom door open, because you gotta use the bathroom a lot. And if you're married, it's annoying because, you know, he just has to keep the toilet seat up. Like, bro, put the toilet seat down and call it a day. And if you're rushing to the bathroom and the toilet seat's not down, it's a bad situation. It's really annoying. Just the whole 9, it's annoying. But luckily, I just got out of that phase, and I don't have to throw up as much. And the fluids are staying in, so I don't throw up as much, which is good. Another con is the rude awakening of selflessness. Beforehand, it's always about me, and I've always was self-conscious of my body. I wanted to look perfect at all times, in all places. And then noticing that I had this child growing inside of me, it's not really about me anymore. It's about the well-being of the baby. So I had to stop being anxious and stop having low self-esteem, because I guess the baby can feel that. If you cry a lot, if you're very emotional, the baby can feel those emotions and actually go through that pain with you. And that alone stressed me out even more. So I used to cry a lot, and I don't know, it was just too much. And then I also from the symptoms that I was getting, I just was stressing out because I was only focusing about me. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm throwing up and I have bloody noses all the time. Why am I going through this? So you pretty much have to take a seat back and understand that it's not about you anymore. It's about the development of the being inside of you. It needs to grow healthy. And pretty much you just get the role. You pretty much start to feel how motherhood is going to be like. Because, I mean, I have to drink a lot of water because of the baby. I have to eat twice as much because of the baby, which is not as bad as people make it seem. It's probably like an extra toast and some peanut butter. Not, you know, gulping down a whole bunch of food. It's not as bad as people make it seem. But you have to eat a lot. And drink a lot and go through all these symptoms for this other being that's inside of you. So you gotta not be selfish. Be selfless and care for that one that's inside of you. Third is finances, and that is definitely a con, but also a reality check. If you're in your 20s and you are having a child and you're pregnant, you should know that, you know, it's time to put on your big pants and to get it together. You need to start being responsible and understanding that you will have some bills coming up, lots of visits in the hospital, and your child pretty much needs to come first when it comes to those finances. So technically it's not a con, but it will be for some of those who might have to let go of their shopping habits. Number 4 are the limitations. Jobs. Like, if for me, I just graduated college and then I ended up getting pregnant, so it's like I didn't have a job to begin with to have, you know, maternity leave. So now it's just like, anyone going to hire me? Like, I mean, at first it wasn't bad. I did have a couple jobs, but now I'm actually showing, and it's awkward, very awkward. You have limitations on clothes. I haven't had the chance to buy any maternity clothes because I don't really need it. My jeans still fit. They're getting a little tighter now because I'm just starting to show, and so I've just been wearing my boyfriend jeans. So if you want to still keep your style, you have to work around the belly if you do show a little sooner. And another limitation is traveling. You can't travel as much. I think once you hit a certain limit, and with the Zika virus going on, it's a little kind of risky. So don't do that as much. And long drives as well. You need to have stops every now and then to stretch out your legs. You can't be in one spot for too long. Last is the emotional rides. I have literally cried a lot the first 5 semesters. Oh, I did it again. The first 5 months. I don't know why I keep saying semesters. It's like the Lord is telling me to go back to school, go to law school. But yeah, I was very emotional. I don't know why. It was weird. And then Tom would always say, you're having a girl because you cry too dang much. And honestly, I thought that was kind of annoying, because having a girl doesn't mean that you're gonna be a little baby and cry all the dang time. I don't get it. But I ended up having a girl. I did cry a lot, and I just went through a lot of emotions. Like, even I cried over pizza. There was one time I ordered Domino's, and I ordered a specific size, and they didn't give me that size. I was legit bawling in the car. I just wanted to swing on people. It just really bothered me. I cried over Chinese food. I've cried over the fact that there was one night Tom just couldn't cuddle. He was just really tired from work, and I was just like, why? I want you to cuddle with me, and he didn't want to. And guys, you just go through lots of emotions. And I just got my appetite back, so I've been indulging in ice cream and stuff, so be careful with that. Don't go all out with the things that might help you cope with emotions. So take it easy with that. So those are my pros and cons. Overall, it's amazing. I'm so excited to see Abigail. That is her name. Her name will be Abigail. We'll call her Abby for short. I just want to pop these out again because look, they're just gorgeous. Look at the polka dot one. Listen, she's gonna be fabulous. But stay tuned for any more videos. I will definitely have videos on other topics aside from pregnancy and motherhood. I just wanted to express my feelings on anything out there, and to show that, you know, we can be awesome and be ourselves, and just embrace the fact that you're basic. If you're like me, I mean, if you're like anybody else who's always the center of the crowd, the center of your attention, cool, that's awesome. But, you know, if you're like me, subscribe. I've always been awesome, and the best part about being basic is to first embrace it first. Embrace yourself, love being yourself, and then you're good to go, honey. But that's it for today, and subscribe below. Have a good one.